I was either going to burn out or I had to figure out a better way. I love content creation. I love talking about content creation, but this pressure to always stay consistent and be on all the time. I mean, that's hard, especially for a person formerly an introvert who now knows himself to be an ambivert. That was tough. So I have been working on something crazy. I've been working on something crazy. I've been trying to come up with a system. And I'm going to tell you, every year for the past few years, I have burned out. You know, that juggling life and work and editing and thumbnails and trying to stay consistent and just I had all that stuff going on with my parents. You know, I was exhausted. I started to feel dread. Every time I started trying to do a video, I was feeling procrastination. I was feeling anxiety. It's not going to be good enough. It's just not going to be good enough. And the thought has been rolling around in my head to quit. I even said it out loud to my wife. I'm like, I might quit this thing, but I love this. I love this. I care about this. I needed a way out and a way to get better. And like, there's got to be some sort of system that moves with my energy and not against it. And so, you know, I was reading Good to Great by Jim Collins. He's a business thinker. He's an author. It's a best-selling book. The company my wife used to work for used to give that book out and say, you got to read this book. And so he described this concept of a flywheel. It was an unstoppable momentum to build by pushing this big, heavy flywheel. You know, if you ever done like the rowing machines, it's kind of got like a flywheel, and you turn upon turn, and you build energy, and it gets this point of a breakthrough. And he was explaining how great companies, you know, they don't win with one big breakthrough of our moment, but through consistent, disciplined effort that builds. And that's when I thought, you know, what if there was a creator flywheel? What if there was a creator flywheel? And, you know, because I realized the problem wasn't entirely me. It was a lack of a system that gave me space for creativity. It gave me a way to break, you know, to just relax, to not get so uptight. And so I am going to walk you through a concept that I call the Creator Flywheel. And this is part of a new series that I'm doing called Creator Therapy. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you up front, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a qualified therapist, but I have done a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of experienced life. And so I just want to talk to you. And this flywheel concept I came up with, it's a 6-phase loop. You got planning and scripting or bullet pointing, because I'm not really a script kind of guy, but I do write scripts sometimes. And then batch, and then rest, and then publish and reflect. And so it's designed for creators like us. You know, solo. We're mission driven. We're not interested in we're not interested in burning out just to stay on schedule. I talked about last week that the problem with my channel was me, because I was so let me break this down really quickly, and I'm going to tell you what each phase is. So you got the planning phase. No, you know what? It's better. Let me show you something. Let's see. I got a button here for that. Here we go. Notion. All right. So I have created Notion templates for this. And I call it the Creator Flywheel system. And it helps if I click inside Notion, so it'll actually scroll. There we go. Hey, come here, you. You come here. Come here. Come hither. Wow. Yes, hang on. I got to grab a corner. There we go. I need it where I can move it and scroll. So, yeah, I came up with this idea of like, okay, what's a major creative goal this week? What is priority 1, priority 2, priority 3? What is my mood? Am I calm? Am I anxious? Am I inspired? I'm burned out. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm inspired. And my energy level, I'm going to tell you it's medium. Why is it medium? Because I've been up since 2:30 a.m. this morning. And, I mean, I literally, because of my day job, had some stuff I had to do, and it just didn't work out where I got to lay back down. But I have been working on this for weeks. I'm out looking. Nobody's come up with a concept like this. I mean, it touches on multiple other creators' concepts or, other, different things. But I'm like, this is a new concept. It's new to me. You guys may go out and say, okay, I've seen this in other places, and that's cool. Let's see if I can collapse that wall there. There we go. So we focus on this. So, energy level, and publish next date. So my date, and then I come up with an idea bank, and I put in what's going to be and that type of thing. I put and I just create like a database. And you can do this. You can do this in Notion, or you can do this with a Google spreadsheet. You don't have to do it. And if you're in the Kanban, you can do it this way. Board by stage. So you got title, stage, script ready, thumbnail. I talked about thumbnails last week. How I'm challenged by that. I'm just going through different things, and so I'm just this is like an example. When nobody tells you about burnout, I did an episode about that a few weeks back, and then I'm terrible at this, but just a reflection journal, just so I can see what worked, what didn't. This is like a post-mortem. I don't really like the words post-mortem. It sounds very negative. Anytime something happens, you want to go and do an evaluation. You want to evaluate what you've been doing and say what worked, what didn't. We have to have those meetings with ourselves where we think about, well, these are the things that worked and these are the things that don't. And I'm going to do some episodes here in the near future where we're going to beat the crap out of analytics. So, I love data, and I love trying to spot patterns, and I love talking about that stuff. So it's going to be there. And, did I follow my flywheel? One small change for next time. So every time I'm going to reflect on what I did in my last video and what I can do better, what worked, what didn't. And then I want to stress wellness checks on ourselves, because we will burn out. We'll just flat out burn out if we don't. So I'm recommending unplug from YouTube for 24 hours, or go for a walk, or watch a creator you admire without comparing. Journal without judgment. I'm terrible at journaling. Say no to one thing today. No is a complete sentence. I know some people say that. So many people say that, but it's true. No is a complete sentence. And so, I put this into a Notion page, and you create a spreadsheet, and I've been writing some prompts, and I will be glad to give you those prompts as well to help you with that. But I've just been playing with this. This has been my insanity. So I let me think about this stuff. What's the stuff, So let's see, here's the stages. And so I got this check sheet here. So the stages, build a swipe file. So what's a swipe file? Swipe file is a place where you kind of collaborate things, save things for inspiration. It used to be journalists. Journalists used to have a drawer, and they would put things into it that was interesting if they were working on a story maybe. And so, there might be pictures, there might be little quotes, there may be different things like that. Writers I've also seen writers that use swipe files. And so you want to create a swipe file where you kind of put your assets and your thoughts and all that stuff into a folder, a digital folder, because I can't do paper. I'm digital, man. And then you have your ideation tools. So I'm big on ChatGPT, but Google Trends, Keywords Anywhere. I've been using that a lot more lately. Study top videos in your niche. What are they doing that I could do better? What are they doing and they're not going deep enough into detail about this thing? Because I'm big on wanting to go deep. And then schedule a regular ideation time. I'm going to set aside 30 minutes, 3 days a week, where I will brainstorm on this stuff and what will my next video be and that type of thing. And then, aim for 10 plus focused video ideas. Why? Because we'll talk about this later. If you can, batch create stuff. So then script, the things you need to basically have. If bullet points, so you got to have a hook. You got the problem, the solution, and the call to action. You create outlines for faster video. I'm big on outlines. I love outlines. Consider full scripts. The only thing is it takes so long to write a script. So I am usually talking off the cuff, but I am trying to get more structured. Brainstorm on the hook and the thumbnail ideas together. See, I was talking earlier today, and I want to get the Content Creators Collaborative back going again, so that there's a mind trust that gets together and talks about content creation and ways to get better at it and how to prevent burnout and do some accountability checks on ourselves. Hey, man, how are you doing? Are you okay? So I know I got some guys out there. I got some folks out there. Let's say hi to everybody. Pierre Kelly, that scene is doing it again. All right, fine. You don't want to play? We won't play then. Hey. Greetings, Matt. Hey, David, how you doing? Let's go. Yeah, John Lacey. Flywheels are cool. Flywheels are cool. I always want to figure out how to do perpetual motion using a flywheel, but anyway. Hey, Matt. Hey, John. Dang, Roy, you're in my head. Cool. I hope that's a good thing. David W. Ryan, hey. I hope you're doing well, sir. I hope you're getting better. If you posted updates on your health, I hope everything is just great, man. I do. Yeah. Matt saying hi to everybody. So I know I jumped into the topic and said, dude, I want to, but so anyway, so I put all this stuff in Notion and I created, I was trying to figure out how to share stuff out of Notion with folks, and Notion was having a day. It was in a mood. So what I did is I exported them out as markup files. I know that's crazy, but you can take that same markup file and paste it into a Google Doc and that type of thing. And so I'll kind of show you that. So, hey Lala, how you doing? Hey, yeah, Lala. This morning, I had been at the kids membership. I updated to the moms membership this morning. I just felt bad. I've been a member for like 3+ years, but I was a kid. So I late again. No, you're right on time. I'm tearing the world apart. So let's go. What did I do in Notion? I have a button for you, Notion. I have to find my Notion button. Whole screen. Not what I want. Nope. I got the note. There it goes, Notion. Anyway, let's go back to Notion. So I created this checklist, and I thought, this might be helpful to people to kind of create a checklist to kind of go through and think. And you can put it in Notion. That way you can copy it, use it every time. Explore editing tools and templates to script, CapCut, create intro and outro templates, create reusable assets, music overlays. Consider AI assisted editing. I have a video I'm going to make that I'm probably going to have to outsource somebody to edit for me because it's too big for me. It's too big for me. So I got to do it. So yeah. Oh, Tatiana, how are you doing? Hey, welcome. Hadn't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy. So hey there. Mommy saying to everybody, you're right on time, Mommy God. Hey, John David, thank you, my friend. La Tatiana. Okay, so all right, let's break the world. So, go away. There we go. Not you, Matt. The comment. All right. So my whole thought process was I would create these checklists and I would try to hold myself accountable and stick to these checklists. And so publish, SEO, promotion, analyze, improve, don't obsess. Key principles of Flywheel. Remember that each stage feeds into the next. Understand that consistency builds momentum over time. Focus on making each turn of the wheel slightly better. And then build your content kit. Create a system for storing your video ideas. Have a dedicated space for hook and thumbnail brainstorming. Organize your editing templates and assets. Keep a published checklist easy accessible. Think about how you can repurpose your content. And then go through each stage and tick off the actions you're currently implementing. Identify areas you can improve. And then revisit this checklist regularly because not only to track your progress, but sometimes you'll say, I don't need these steps, or you'll add steps that you do need. And so I just thought Notion or something equivalent that would be the way to go. And then the next thing, let's move my Notion up here. All right. So here is like a sample swipe file. So I was just goofing around. Yeah. Examples. So examples of effective searches on Google Trends for niche keywords, high-performing video titles, compelling thumbnails, successful video topics, create with speed, effective hooks, problem or solution framing, clear calls to action, batch content. So when you can batch content, it's so hard to do, but I've tried it. And when I can do it, it works. It's kind of like Matt was talking today. He had recorded a bunch of videos, but he hadn't had time to edit them down. So he did the batch recording, but he had to get time to go back and edit those videos. And so that's kind of an important thing. And then just optimize your workflow. Just keep figuring out what can I do to make this better. Work on your pacing and your transitions for recorded videos. Kind of hard to do when you love live streaming so much. So it's kind of hard to. I had thought about, funny enough, adding like B-roll stuff in here and just kind of mix it, make it look more like a finished video as I go along the way. And then I just go into great detail about analyze, improve, don't obsess, because I do like to obsess. I like to overthink. And when I was creating this the whole time, I was like, I need to make sure that I bake in not getting burned out, making sure I take breaks, and that I'm checking on myself. So, here you can put it in a Google Doc, like I said. And I just playing around so many things. And then I took it all and I put it into like a one-pager, I call it. So plan, script, batch, rest, publish, reflect. Rest. It doesn't necessarily. So maybe you take 24 hours off of YouTube. I'm not going to be on YouTube for 24 hours. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to read a book. I find listening to an audiobook about some nonfiction topic or even a fiction, and going for a walk will get my creative juices flowing. It really will. And so if you reach a burnout stage, kind of go through this whole process. What can I do to get better? And or what can I do for my next video? And I will just brainstorm ideas and I will think of things. And that's That's fun. That's fun. You know, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to make it where I can create and keep moving and not get locked in, you know? How about you? Do you get where you're just overwhelmed? You just overthink, you get stressed, you release that video, you think this is a great video. Why aren't people watching this? You know? And so I want to figure out, what can I do to make things better? What's the way to go here? And yeah, what's my impact going to be to the world? So, and then I also said, I haven't done a checklist in a while for going live. And so I went through and kind of thought through all the things that I do. And, so a checklist, and like, this is kind of stuff I like putting together for everybody. And yeah, it's good stuff. Good times, right? I got to figure out why my favorite scene is not working. Anyway, Tatiana, guys, I miss you all. I know, I miss Tatiana as well. Sorry I'm late, Philip. It's unacceptable. 10 lashes with a wet noodle. Sorry. Ooh, this is amazing. If you have a guest on my show, would you know I use Notion or something for something similar? I used to do it with Word programs, and Notion made it easier indeed. Yeah, I keep trying to make myself focused. Thanks, Troy. I have some time off work. I'm going to dedicate to content creation. Now I have to deal with my vision issues. Yet another roadblock. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. Say here just right a few minutes ago. Any tips on not obsessing? Yes, I do have tips on not obsessing. It is take a walk. That is the thing that works the best for me. I don't know what works best for you. What do you do when you take a downtime? If you are waking up in the middle of the night with content creation ideas swirling in your head, or you're beating yourself up in the middle of the night, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to break away from that. That's not healthy. That's not healthy when you are substituting sleep for content creation. You've got to rest. You will have your best ideas. You will do your best at whatever your day job may be, or if you have the luxury of being a full-time content creator, rest. You have my permission to rest. You have to have clarity on what to make, and you have to pace yourself, and you give yourself permission to rest. You absolutely have to. This would truly be a great reference for content creators. I love checklists. I know, right? I caught up on editing. That's good. It was a lot of editing. Thank goodness. Part of me is trying to create standalone segments in my live stream so I can cut them out and repost as VODs. It requires yes, it's so hard because I love interacting with you guys so much that part of me is like, I should just do the whole video and go through from start to finish and then interact with you guys. But, I'm addicted to interacting with you guys because you guys are so fun and make this just a fun adventure. So, Matt, you're so good at editing. Thank you a lot. I've edited a lot of videos, so many. I still have a lot to learn. I do too. I go through one existential crisis at least once a month. Wet noodle lashes here too. Yes, Amy, wet noodle lashes for you as well. I thought I'd say hello as I just finished teaching now. Hey, Roy, I've been moving a mile a minute since December. Many balls in there. Yeah. Well, and you're trying to make something positive, and I understand that. And you want to figure out a way to make some money, and that's very cool. Walking and movement are often positive for regulation, so hard if you are someone who naturally has hyper-focused tendencies. Yeah, it's definitely. For me, it's mostly a case of looking at the stats. Don't give yourself a break. Don't go look at the stats. I still don't have my watch hours yet. So hey, I was so excited to make it to 1,000 subscribers. But I'm gonna tell you, making it to 1,000 subscribers, and please forgive me those of you that haven't made it yet. It literally said, okay, I made that goal, and now I don't have to worry about that goal anymore. My next goal now is to get my watch time up, which should have been my focus. And let me explain. What I mean by getting my watch time up is making videos people want to watch all the way through. I need to make videos that are worth your time, that you want to watch from start to finish, or until you get what you need from it and go away. And I don't have a problem with that. If I say something that was useful to you in the first minute and you don't watch any rest of the video, it's a win for me because you got something out of it. And that's what I want. So yeah, I'd love to make this banger video where you watch the whole thing all the way through. But if you watched it long enough to get that piece of information that you needed, then I have accomplished what my stated goal is, and that is to give you value. So some people freak out when you go and you look at the chapters and you do a YouTube search and it lands on a certain chapter in this particular video. And you don't watch the whole thing. You just watch that little segment you want. That's a win. You got what you needed out of the video. If I'm doing a how-to video, I'm explaining the concept and I make it clear to you, then I'm doing the right thing for the right reason. I'm a guy, I'm not sure if that's the right spelling. I also figured out how to generate 4x6 shipping letters rather than cropping down 8.5 by 11. It sounds lame, but no. Efficiency is an amazing thing. Is it too soon to ask about the puppets? It is too soon, other than to say that I'm working on a big concept video that is about content creation, funny enough. And so I'm working on it. Or make the people, yeah, exactly. I want to make the videos that people need. In my experience, Roy, the watch hours racked up for my live streams. The videos provided subscribers. Didn't get much subs for my live streams. Well, that's true. But Lala, your content is gold. It's almost an ASMR. I mean, we want to see what's Lala making. We want to see the pieces and bits that she uses to make that craft. And then we want to see the created craft. And we want to see the interaction with the audience. We want to hear the stories that you tell. And so Lala, your live streams are the way to go because you are giving people something amazing. You know? I hear you later, live versus VOD. There's a big difference for sure. Yeah. But you're right. A great video will get both. Yeah. I'm not even worried about subscribers anymore. I have said that the stated goal for this channel ultimately is 10,000 subscribers because it's usually 10% of your subscriber base that really wants to see and watch your videos and interact with you. And so I got to have 10,000 subscribers so I have 1,000 people who really want to be here and are seeking value and that I hopefully am giving value to. So, all right. I have put together all this stuff and I made a zip file. Yeah, Matt, you and I both. I was working on a video, but it's been so hard I had to abandon it. And so, and if you're wondering about the puppets and everything, the little shorts I've been releasing has been where I'm working through pieces of it and trying to brainstorm out through puzzles that I'm working on. And so, but it's coming. Yeah. I don't think puppets are going to be a regular part of my show. I literally said, this is crazy, but I'm gonna make a little investment and try to make this video that is fun to make, but also very informative. And so it's high concept. Perhaps maybe it's too much. I don't know. I may have gone too far out on the edge, but and I'm scared. I'm going to tell you, I'm scared to make the video because in my head it comes out one way, and I don't want to not be at least as good as what it is in my head. So it's a challenge. So John says, for what it's worth, if you need some extra height on the green screen, I actually have mine sitting on top of some plastic tools. I have at least 3 green screen curtains. One of them is giant. So my plan was to literally fill up a room with green screen. And I was just lazy when I was playing around. I didn't want to take my lights down out of my studio. But I know that I've got to light that green screen. It's going to have some light to make it work out, so I don't have the edging around me and plus the shadows. So yeah, I know the green screen takes a lot of light to make it work well. So not a happy fun time, but I'll do it. I've had lots of live stream fun this month, but a bit stalled on creating, even though I have loads of videos I'm excited about and think they'll be valuable. Yeah. Oh, nice, David. Go, Roy. I love how you're experimenting and trying things out. I literally laugh because I really do think I do things the hardest way possible. So I learn lessons the hard way, and I try to share the lessons learned with you guys. You know, the ones that are just starting out, the ones who've been doing it a while, saying, oh, you know what? Roy showed me. Don't do it that way. That is the dumbest way to do it. And so I'm hoping I am the poster child for how not to do content creation. I'm hoping that you are getting value from me showing you my mistakes, and so that you're not doing that stuff. You know, it's not, I really do want others to learn from my mistakes. And so the perfectionist side of me hated it because I didn't want to show the mistakes, but I'm like, I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. You can see my mistakes. I put the templates in a file, and I put them on Gumroad, and I put a link in the description. Yes, John. Hey, tall boy. That's right. You keep saying you do it wrong, but you built such a little community that can't be wrong. No, you guys are awesome. You guys are so patient with me. You guys put up with a lot of insanity. You're doing great behind your stats. We need a puppet video explaining YouTube metrics. Make it so. Funny enough, you're on the right track. You are on the right track, and it's gonna be a video about YouTube basics and things that are important. It's also going to be an homage to several kids programs. So it's going to be a very different animal. Tall boy in the house. Hey. Tall boy. I need a button. Scott is don't do it Roy's way. That's it. Don't do it my way. Exactly. I got the live streams out. It's the videos that get me. Hey, tall boy. Hi, friends. Thanks for being here. Please don't forget to share and hit that like button. So anyway, I put a link I have a link in the description of this video, but and nothing wants to work right now. There we go. Come back, wherever you are. I put them on Gumroad today. I know this is new. Yeah, I just did my taxes. It didn't work out well. I don't even want to talk about that, but okay. What did I do? Did I close? I hate when you close something. You don't know why you closed it, but you did. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna go and they're pay what you want, including nothing, and figure out where my mouse went. I was gonna figure out. Gumroad's new to me, so I was looking to see if there's a way to do discount, like a discount code. Wait, check out discounts. No discounts yet. Let's do a new discount. Black Friday. No, it's terrible. Let's do trouble. Discount code. Trouble. It applies to all my products. $1, how about that? Okay. Add discount. Must be either $1 or 99¢. Wait a second. Oh. Wait a second. I didn't understand. 0.99. Okay, how about that? Does that work? Add. It doesn't like that. Fixed amount. Teach me, Sensei. What am I doing wrong? Okay, fine. 80% off. There we go. Yeah, it's 85%. Okay, here we go. Add discount. Must either be 0 or, okay. That's weird. Okay. You ever tried doing this on the fly? You should never do things on the fly. You really shouldn't. 0.99. Let's see what happens. Fine. It doesn't want to let me. Fine. Anyway, I put links in there. I also put the ebook that I did just a couple weeks ago. So I know this is new. I don't usually go trying to get you guys to do anything here, but that's how the world goes. Yeah. I I've been making stuff and giving away, so I'm like, well, let me charge a little something. It's nothing. Oh, cool. Yeah, here's a link, my friends. All right. Love this fun chat. Oh, wow, so many chats behind. So awesome. Way to keep experimenting. I never give up. Already thank you so much, David. The clip on Threads gave Professor Photon vibes, if you know that from Big Bang Theory. Yeah. That wasn't Professor Photon, the guy that hangs out with. I have some projects recorded over a year ago. I have been slow to edit them. Is it worth finishing them or just start anew? It all depends. So let me ask you this. Can you watch them without editing and it doesn't make your stomach turn? Serious question. Do you feel like somebody's going to get value out of it? They're either going to get entertainment, they're going to get informed, maybe it's edutainment. Are they going to get a laugh or are they going to be informed? And then can you cut it down to that? Or can you just release it as is? And maybe just cut the ends off and say, I'll cut the ends off because it was just playing around. And here's what I like to do when I do my video editing. I will do the captions for the whole video. And then I will literally go in my editing and look at the sound wave or the captions. And I will cut out big chunks where there's nothing happening. And then the other part that I do, but this is when I'm recording, is when I make a mistake, I'll clap my hands so that there's a big spike in the sound wave, so I know, okay, I need to visit that spot there. If you got a Stream Deck, there's a way that you can, depending on what you're using, you could hit a button and do a marker so you can come back to that. But yeah, if you enjoy doing those projects and you think others will get some value out of it, whether it's entertainment or informational, I would do it. And if you don't, then you're right. Start over. Plus, you have probably moved forward in your editing skills. You may be able to take those videos and turn them into something amazing with some, cool transitions and some jump cuts and, slow zoom in if you did it in 4K and that type of thing. So, yeah. Ta-da! I love this chat vibe. What a great audience full of support. Also, yes, these are the world's most amazing people, and they're in this chat. Hey, Corey. Hey, friends, here's a link. Yeah, this is Creator Flywheel version 1. I have the opposite problem. Too many open tabs. Need to close things more often. Yeah, I actually compartmentalize my Chrome. I'll do profiles, and I'll do things under one profile. I'll do things under a different profile. Close something. I never close browser tabs. I see you holding down the fort. Yes, she is. It's going to be an awesome resource even for those who have been doing this for a long time because it'll save you tons of time. Yes. Night, Tatiana. I'm sorry I missed you when you said goodbye, but you probably already left. I'm in the work zone meeting, and the presenter has 95 tabs open and 3 running applications. I'm like, damn. You know what makes me crazy? Is when I'll see that their browser wants to be updated. Especially when I'm in a meeting with security consultants and their browser wants to be updated. I'm like, rule number 1, make sure your stuff is right before you go talk to somebody else about how their stuff's not right. I'm just saying. That just makes me crazy. Please update your browser. Please update your browser. I know. And Chrome and Edge both are really good about opening the same tabs back up right where you were. So it's good stuff. Wow, the presenter must have an awesome computer system to make that work. You can see that in the doc which apps were open. Yeah. Live streaming. I think you just need to see and hear yourself a certain amount of times so you can get over self-consciousness. But yeah, I like to give people specific instruction I hope they'll find useful. Exactly. That's, the presenter for a VP was a VP for a tech company. I don't think computer was too impressive. M3 Pro MacBook with mid-level RAM. Do you think these action figures will be a thing where it teaches people AI prompting? No, but I'm thinking very seriously about doing a series about AI prompts for. I've done a couple of episodes where I've talked about AI prompts for content creation, and I am way beyond those prompts now. I'm a level of dangerous. Yeah, I've got like ChatGPT emailing me stuff. It's trying to put stuff in Dropbox for me. I don't even have a Dropbox account. I mean, we were doing some crazy stuff today, for example. People do need to learn about AI. The video effects can be cool, but I don't know that there are the reason people watch your content. It's just a nice ad. I've actually stopped changing scenes as much as I used to. Matt would pick on me and say that I was the master of Ecamm scenes, but I have I have 2 browser windows, one with 95 tabs in one and 76 in the other. Judge me. No, we're not judging. You just got to go look at how much your memory consumption is and say, there might be something I need to close. Just saying. So, all right. Good times. Lala always says that. She says, I'm so low tech. It is not true, Lala. You have mastered so many things with technology. You take a crafter's mindset to your creation journey and you think through the things that are necessary to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Matt, also very similar, does very similar things in his kind of creation journey. He is always trying to solve puzzles, and he will maybe go too far in the process trying to solve that puzzle, but he does. So yeah, 64 gig of RAM. Oh well, David, you're fine then. Yeah, I got 32 gig of RAM in mine, and that's fine. I really hit the caps. Shoot, I even have Windows running as a virtual machine right now. I totally forgot about it. So that's what I love about a Mac. You can forget about programs that are running on a Mac and say, oh, I forgot I had all that stuff running. So, all right. Take a look. Let me know what you think. Let me know. This is a new adventure for me. Yeah. It's a new adventure. And I really do appreciate all you guys that have helped me and supported me. as I go insane. But I'm going to keep on, and I'm going to talk more and more about creator therapy. We're going to talk about ways to survive as a content creator. We're going to talk about ways to keep your head about yourself, ways to do brainstorming to find amazing topics. We're going to talk about how to keep from losing your mind and still be a content creator. So, yeah. What have you seen in the first quarter tech-wise you think we need to pay attention to outside of AI? Well, unfortunately, I've been sleeping and breathing AI lately a lot. I think that it's slowing down, but it's also speeding up at the same time. And people are having fun making little action figures out of writing the prompts for that. And I'm going to tell you, the prompt to get to make my little Funko Pop was like 2 sentences, and it happened. The things we'll be talking about, though, is security, keeping yourself safe as you use AI. It's yeah. I don't know. I saw some interesting things at NAB. I didn't go to NAB, of course, but I saw some interesting things at NAB on different videos I've watched. I don't know. It's weird. I'm in a place right now where I don't need any more gear. I just need to produce content. I don't need any more gear. I absolutely have everything I could need, everything I want. All I have now is excuses. That's all I have is excuses. My goal to make this perfect video, and because I'm intimidated by that, I am procrastinating on making it. And so I got to get moving. I will get moving. It will happen. So, yeah. I totally agree with you, sir. Lala has so many more tech skills than she admits. She's super smart. So, and you know what? There's a lot of, everybody in this chat is a really, really, really smart person that I am very impressed with, and I am a fan of. And so, I don't know how I got you to spend time with me tonight because you guys are so smart. You're off doing your thing, but you guys absolutely are some of the most amazing people I have met in person or online. And so it is a blessing to me that you guys are here. So I'm going to call it. I'm tired. So get to the chopper and make the video. I'm thinking about making the video in my front yard. I have these backgrounds that I made, and I want to have them behind me. And originally I thought about doing green screen. Then I thought this would be painful, but I could take all the background and turn it into segments and print out 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper and tape all these pieces of paper to make the background and then put it behind me like that. But I would need 3 different backgrounds. And then there's the whole thing with the 100 ping pong balls. I have 100 orange ping pong balls that are part of the video. I have a lab coat that is part of the video. I have storyboarded this out. So it's the movie sets that I'm having trouble with. I do. I want movie sets. I do. I want movie sets. Yeah. I got to think about, maybe I need a business where I have a studio. People can borrow my studio. Guess what? The alarm just went on. It's on an old time slot for. Yeah. Well, this is a no. Well, it's not Mr. Beast at all. It's not. There's no stunts. It's okay. I just don't want to kill it. It's because I'll tell you what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I should probably do this as a separate video. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is. So, I am partially channeling Captain Kangaroo. That's true. Here's the video. All right. So I'm going to tell you the big concept. You guys, here it is. So I have a pirate. The pirate is important because we're going to talk about hooks and how, mateys, you have to have a good hook for a video. Yeah, I got to work on my ventriloquism. Anyway, you've got to have a good hook for a video. Yes. All right. And then the whole process of creating an amazing thumbnail and an amazing title is the unicorn. And the unicorn is going to make fun of me for bad thumbnails and bad titles and say that I need somebody of her skill to give me that rainbows and unicorn 1 in a million thumbnail. And then, I know, I'm giving it all away. And then, this little girl is going to come in, and she's going to say the secret word. And when she says the secret word, all the ping pong balls are going to fall on my head. So I'm going to be talking about a concept, and then she's going to correct me. And when she corrects me, she says the secret word, and then ping pong balls fall on my head. So anyway, that's the concept. And then I've forgotten what the ending of the video is, but it has to have an ending. All right, so. But here's, abuela. It's grandma. So, grandma's in the video. Abuela. Maybe a little boy. I don't know if she's going to be in the video or not. But then there's a mommy. That's my mommy. Oh, and then... And then here's the mommy. So, mommy guy just said, is there a mommy in the video? Yes, there is a mommy. This is the mommy in the video. So, anyway, so, and it's supposed to be, they're supposed to be, oh, let's see. Let me find this. Let's see. The gear of the day is a Shure SM7B. So my wife crocheted me a Shure SM7B, which I thought about having do some talking or something. So anyway, there'll be a secret word. There'll be gear of the day, Shure SM7B, and then there'll be a number. So yes, this is what I do when I go mad, obviously. Yeah, almost a ventriloquist, yes. I would watch this video. Yeah, I just want something just a little bit off kilter so that people will come and say, what the heck's going on over there? So all the thumbnails should have sparkling rainbow unicorns. Got it. YouTube success, here I come. Exactly. That's fun. Will it hurt though? No, it's ping pong balls. Ping pong balls won't hurt. No, they're easy. I've done a couple of practices. I got to figure out. I got to work out a net to have it drop off. Your ventriloquist are way better than mine. I'm trying to get my daughter to join this. Anyway, Matt, I can go with the unicorn concept. The SM7B is amazing. I know, right? my wife knitted this, crocheted that for me. The other part is I've got a lab coat that I wear that has lots of patches on it. It's got Creator Camp. I got I'm Fine, Snoopy. It's just anyway. Gosh, right, a mommy puppet. We had the same hairstyle. We didn't have the same hairstyle. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, Donna, kudos to you. That's one awesome SM7B. So anyway, so that's the big concept. You stuck around. You got the sneak peek. Now the catch is, can I make it happen? And so I'm going to try. Let me show you. So the video is going to, so I'll have the intro start with the pirate. And then I put it in the outro because it's been sitting around waiting on me to do something with it. But I create animation, and I'll go ahead and throw it in the... So anyway, that's like a middle piece. I'm going to have it there. I was going to have the puppet... Well, there was what the stream was originally about, and it was about a concept I'm calling the Creator Flywheel, which is basically a framework to try to get you organized, to try to not burn out when you're making content. It's a cookbook would be the best way to describe it. It's a cookbook with templates that you can use in Notion and try to get your thoughts together. It also has a live streaming checklist to kind of help you think of everything you need to have to make sure when you go live, you're ready. And so that's where it started. But then everybody wanted to ask me about the puppets that I've put in a couple of shorts because I'm working on a high concept video. And so, I went off the rails. It's fine. I'm really good at that. All right. John says, we need a cameo in the end screen saying, YouTube knows what you watch. Listen to the puppet. That's true. I love that you're using the tools you have. When you're crazy, you just lean into it. So this rocks. Yeah. Anyway. That's it. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and do the outro now. And, you know what to do. Hit that like button if you like this sort of stuff. And, hey, if I've said something that was useful, share it. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching.
Tech troublemaker, make a scene. Content creation, living the dream. You got the gear, you got the skill. On that screen, you always thrill. Editing late into the night.